Hi again, guys. It's been a while, I know. I've got my last of these battle reports to put up, so I should have a run of battle reports now next couple of weeks. This is the last one for the Flames of War one. This is my Romania take on the Finns. Apologise for some of the photos in this one. I seem to have shaky hands and some of these shots and come out a bit blurry. But this is his setup. He took the corner here. The Finns have all special rules being in woods. Yeah, I've not played Finns before, so this was a learning curve for me. And we're doing the fighting withdrawal, and I'm a defender. So this is the table. As you see, there's 3 objectives. There's one in the wheat field on the far left, one in among the buildings, and one in the woods on the right. My opponent decided to go far left and try and hit one flank, which was a good idea really in this scenario. Downside is one of the outside ones will be removed. Again, turn 5 or 6. So I've got one Romanian Venatori squad with 2 bazooka, Panzer Shreks in there. I think I've got my command HQ in there as well. In the centre, this is my cavalry platoon. I've dismounted them so they can take to the buildings. Also, they're supported by the R2 tanks. The little tags you see, they're just my statistics for those units. I have to roll for mine, so I know their training, their skill and morale. And finally in the wheat field I've got some anti-tank guns, another platoon with my second IC in it, and that's it. My Stugs stay in reserve. So my opponent moves up in his turn, shoves his recon armoured cars forwards by the tanks. He's also got a special character with the anti-tank guns that allows him to reroll misses. I really didn't like that chap. But other than that, that's all he does for the first turn. And realising it's all going to be hitting on my right flank, I get my guys at the woods over on the left, so they can make at the double moves to get out of help support the centre and the right flank. I pull my guys out of the buildings and put them in behind so they're all hidden. That way I should stay relatively safe from any firepower that the Finns want to put into them, and also keep the unit there safe to hold that objective. So I stick all my tanks over onto the right flank here to help support it. I'll bring up my Stugs to open fire on his tanks. Darmai shot his armoured cars. Bring my R2s up behind the hill as well. His armoured cars do a special recon move and then go and hide behind the tanks, so I've got no target ability on them. On my opponent's turn, he's quite quiet when he moves his infantry up just a tad so they can shoot out at whatever they can. The anti-tank guns also move up to start firing on my tanks. This is to be a bit of a delay for him because it's very important for him to keep pushing forwards, but the problem is I've got a lot of guns there that's going to take out his infantry, so he stalled a bit here. A small little machine gun team here make a dash for the buildings. I think he did lose one maybe to my aircraft, but I don't think my aircraft came in again during this game. My infantry again keep trying to move up. I can't go into the building because I all ran. Made sure all my men were hiding from the MG that might decide to open fire on them. And with just an MG team there, I thought I would try and push up with my cavalry, or now dismounted cavalry. Try and push up and take that centre building. I've got a good firing position there and be able to hold them back. Over here I was lucky on this flank. My Stugs went forwards and fired, and they were fired at, and unfortunately I was lucky, most of them bounced or bailed me, but I managed to get back in. And I went back into hiding behind the hill. Thankfully, Stugs do have a very small profile, which is perfect for these hills. So my opponent realised time was waning, and he has to get up there before this objective vanishes. He starts pushing forward with the infantry to the centre. In retaliation, I try and move my vehicles up. Unfortunately, one of my Stugs bogged themselves down, heading into that field there. But my other 2 moved up to help open fire. My R2s moved up as well, trying to get some machine gun fire onto those running Finns, because Finns can run through woods. So things are looking like this so far. Again, in the centre here, I decide to fall back. I don't have enough men there to hold that forward centre, so I start falling back with my infantry, as well swinging my left-hand platoon. Again, trying to keep it out of line of sight from any of the guns so I don't get double shots on me. So during turn 4, the things are looking like this. I've lost my anti-tank guns. They were taken out, I think, by his tanks. I've lost the Stug as well, taken out by that Poxy special character, which allows to reroll misses. But my infantry are holding there quite happily. I'm trying to line them up in case I get charged by tanks, and I've got my Panzerschrecks forward as well. My R2 is also dodging a lot of fire there and being a bit lucky, managed to escape with their low armour back to support the centre against the infantry. Again, the Finns push forwards, this time with the MG covering in from that building, so I was glad to have pulled my infantry back. And so the horde pushes forward, using the tank as cover. I try and retreat back from this. Yep, so I pull my men back, knowing full well this objective will be removed, I think at the beginning of the next turn, or at the end of the next turn, yeah, and in which case he can't hold anything, and he can't drive me away from it either. So at the moment my sticks are still hiding, and I think my R2's spin round to the centre. Yeah, so my R2's come around to the centre and perform themselves as pillboxes for anyone who wants to come down through there. I don't know what happened to my cavalry. Oh, that's right, I have to also start removing units. So my anti-tank guns I think took 1 damage, and then I removed them. And this turn I removed my dismounted cavalry, thinking I've got my infantry there, and my R2s should be able to hold it. I think if I don't mention now, in the next turn I also removed my Stugs, because there's not a lot they can do. My opponent is desperately pushing forward here. And in the centre too. So my army is looking somewhat like this. So we're on turn, I think 6, something like that, turn 6 or 7. Yes, yeah, it could be turn. No, I'm not sure now. But I removed my Stugs, as I said. That objective's gone. So now what I do is concentrate on holding the central objective. With him being quite a distance away so far, I should be able to hold it. And I think it's an 8-turn game, and turn 7 my opponent pushes forwards, doesn't do anything, and realises then there's no way he can take the objective for his next turn, and the game ends. So it's victory to the Romanians, only just. If the Finns had moved just a turn sooner to start driving me back, because I have to keep removing troops, and I lost a lot of my counter-attacking holding units. It could have been different, but lucky for me, I had that 1 turn of delay, just enough to keep me in the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it's been a while. I'm going to do a quick Celts call up on the next item, just to have tell you why it's been a while, and hopefully we'll have the next batch of videos for you to watch. So take care, everyone. That was.